Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of My Smart Tech TV. My name's Jess, and I'm your host. And today I'm joined by Matej Varhalik, who's the co-founder and CEO of SpeedFit, which is Australia's largest electronic muscle stimulation personal training fitness franchise. So let's welcome Matej. Welcome, Matej. Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much for having me, Jess.
I'm going to get you to start off by introducing yourself. Tell us a bit about you, your background, and how you got to where you are today.
My name is Matej. I'm CEO and co-founder of SpeedFit. I'm originally from Slovakia, as you can hear. I'm not Australian. Came here 8 years ago with this idea to launch SpeedFit because I've seen this amazing technology back in Europe. And I've been before in Australia, and I just love the country. I think it's an amazing country. I always wanted to be somewhere where is sunshine and by the ocean. So we found the excuse, the SpeedFit, and came over here.
Nice. I second that. It's very beautiful over here compared to, well, I'm from London originally, so it's pretty grey and rainy over there. But tell us about SpeedFit.
SpeedFit is a chain of personal training studios. We combining electromuscle stimulation technology. I know that you're really into the technology, so that's what kind of get me as well, is really like a smart device or the technology that can make things much more efficient than a conventional workout. So pretty much we combine this technology with the personal training, and we created kind of the service for people who are time poor, who's got injuries, looking for low impact exercises, and that's pretty much the SpeedFit.
So tell me more about the technology. That's the really interesting part for us. So tell me more about that. How did you find out about it? What does it do?
Yes, so EMS, electromuscle stimulation, is pretty much the technology that stimulates your muscles, and it's been developed probably like 100 years ago or something. Like they were using it for astronauts to maintain the muscles up in the space. A lot of athletes used to use it back in especially Eastern Europe for become much faster, but it wasn't really available for the general public until like early 90s, when the German engineers took this technology and tweak it into like general public kind of device. And that's where the kind of the concept of personal training using this technology started. And that's where I saw it or experienced it in Europe when probably like now, it will be probably 10 years ago, when I've seen that technology and how amazing it is. I personally had an injury with my lower back, and my physio told me about this technology. I tried it for myself, and I've seen that it's very, very efficient. So pretty much imagine yourself lifting the weight to engage your muscles. That this technology can engage your muscles without lifting any weights. Pretty much it stimulates your muscles. So you're wearing special like a pads. It's almost, if you remember from 90s, from this TV thing, when you had this little bell, like a bell on your abs, and it's kind of, you can watch the TV and had the six pack. It's kind of the same principle. So you're wearing it on your skin, and it's creating the contractions with your muscles. Obviously, this technology that we're using is much more advanced, but the basic principle is the same. It's grabbing your muscle, it's stimulating your muscle, and it will just 120 muscle contractions in 20 minutes at each muscle group. So imagine yourself going to the gym, doing 120 squats, 120 lunges, and so on, and sit-ups, how long it will take you compared to using this technology.
And so does it feel like, what's the feeling like? Is it painful, or is it?
It's hard to describe. It's very, very different. A lot of people are referring like pins and needles.
Okay.
I feel like something is kind of like hugging you, if that makes sense. Like it's really, you feel like it's really tight. Everyone's reacting differently. It depends on also on the intensity. So what is beautiful about this technology, that you really can adjust it to everyone. If you older and weaker, if you are stronger, you can really fine tune how you want to engage your muscle. And to be honest, this technology don't need to be used only for what we do at SpeedFit, for getting stronger and improving your stamina. This technology, you can pretty much play with the frequency, and you can change it for more like a recovery. You can use it for rehabilitation. Some people using it in beauty industry for more like a cellulite treatments. So it's so many variations that you can use. It depends on the frequency, how you kind of engage the muscle.
And I feel like, you mentioned the back injury. I mean, everyone I know seems to have a back injury in some way, right? And especially now with, we spend so much time sat at our desks and things like that. So, and you mentioned that you were seeing this in Europe about 10 years ago. What, how are you seeing technology impact the fitness industry? And how does Australia fit into that? Are we behind? Are we ahead? Are we getting there? Like, who's leading the way with these sorts of things as well?
It's hard to say. I think, yeah, definitely the technology and fitness goes together. Like you can see, there's always trying to find something, how to improve, how to be better, how to be more advanced. When I saw it in Europe and I came to Australia, obviously, especially in Perth, it was a very new thing. And even in Australia, and still is. And I felt like, wow, this is kind of backward, how no one knows about it. And when I went and talked to people from fitness, they were like, this is not going to work. That's why we actually had to change it and call it like a smart workout, because we want to perceive people like this is not a cheating, it's actually a smarter way to do it. It's almost like we're using our smart mobile devices and so on. So it was a little bit on this side from our technology. But I think now when I look how Australia is evolving and a lot of beauty businesses and trying to kind of really, really improve and implement the technology, I think this is the way to go. Yeah, because everyone wants to be just more efficient. We're getting all busier. Even now with the COVID, it really showed us that with the right technology, you can still even have amazing benefits of the training at home. You don't need to go to the gyms and things like this. And everyone's trying to figure out the way how to have more or better results with less work, I would say.
What tips and advice would you give to people who are wanting to start a business that is involving technology? Because you've had such success with this. What would be some tips that you'd give to other entrepreneurs?
That would be definitely not giving up very early, because it's challenging. But as I mentioned, probably the positioning is very important, because you can have all the features of the technology. People are really looking what is in there for them. So really need to clearly communicate what are the benefits for people. No one cares that this technology does this and this and this, unless it's reflected to them and they can say, okay, this actually does this for me. So that's what we learned really quickly, that you can have the most amazing technology. If people don't find that what it does for them and you don't communicate it clearly, you're not going to get through the market and get the clients that you need.
And for people who are listening who want to get started, what do you do? What are the steps to join it?
With SpeedFit. Yeah. So with SpeedFit, if you consider, like, we have the obviously franchise, so we're looking for people who love technology and people who also love customer service. This is the most important. So again, another thing is to have amazing technology. At the end of the day, it's about the customer service. So we need to marry those two together. So anyone who has like really passion for amazing customer service and would love to work with us, that we would love to hear from them as well. You just go to speedfit.com.au. There is opportunity to try what we do, or you can also apply for a franchise and see if it might be the next business for you.
Well, that's great. Well, I look forward to seeing all of your success continuing, and definitely need to go and try it out, because it sounds fantastic.
Perfect.
Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.